I'm standing here at Trädgården, Gothenburg, with John, the bass player of Lamb of God.
That's me.
Yeah. Is everything all right, John?
Everything's great, man.
Yeah.
We're tonight we play a show. Tomorrow night we have a show, and then we are done. We go home for a little break.
Yeah, going home to the States?
Yeah, for a little 2-week break before we go do a tour of the Pacific Rim.
All right. How long have you been out on the roads?
5 weeks, I think, roughly.
Yeah. Playing all over Europe.
I started in the UK, then all through Western Europe, down into Italy, and then all through Scandinavia.
Yeah. Has the response been good?
It's been amazing. Yeah, we this is our first proper tour by ourselves since Wrath has come out over here. Our last tour through here was with Metallica, so those two things I think have made for some really good shows.
Yeah, it's good to hear. What can we expect from the show tonight?
Fucking Lamb of God, heavy metal. We are well rehearsed with the set that we're going to play tonight, and you know, the shows have just been getting better and better. It's really on Gothenburg to show up on the floor and be part of the show.
Is this your first time here?
I couldn't tell you. I don't think it is.
I think it is, but
you do think it is?
I don't know. Maybe we see. We have to look into that.
Yeah. Somebody smarter than us will have to look into that.
Maybe. So all right. When the tour is done now, you do, like we said, 2 more shows, right?
We have tonight and tomorrow night in Lund, and then we fly home.
Yeah. Then you're going back, I think, to do some summer festivals.
We're going to go home for a little bit, then we go to the Pacific Rim, and then we go home for just a tiny little bit, and then we go do some Eastern European shows, but we're also going to play in India and Israel, and I think in Turkey. A bunch of shows coming together in these places that we've never played before, and then we'll come play a couple festivals at the tail end of that tour.
Yeah, and then take some break again, I guess.
Yeah, another break, and then right back at it. We're doing a tour of the U.S. after that.
Yeah.
And then I guess following that is a tour of South America.
Pretty hectic schedule.
Yeah, we're going to be touring through October, and then we'll finally take a nice long break then.
Is there a plan to write and record
we'll
a new record? Yeah,
we'll come off. This is going to be a 20 or 21 month tour cycle for Wrath. It came out last February before, and then we will take a little break away from everything Lamb of God, and then we'll start coming together and writing and rehearsing the next record to be released in 2011.
Yeah. Are you the kind of band that writes stuff while you're on road, or you gather all together?
Generally not, but some things have been changing in that direction. I think Mark and Willie are the primary songwriters, and Mark's been tracking on his laptop, so he's at least working some ideas out.
Yeah, pretty much something going on all the time, maybe.
In his brain, absolutely.
Yeah. That the reef monster machine, I guess. Yeah. So, what about? I mean, you have been in Lamb of God, and Lamb of God has been a band pretty much since '94, and Burn the Priest before.
Correct. Yeah. Right. It's the same band basically.
Yeah. Do you think that you have something more to achieve? I mean, Lamb of God is.
I did an interview before this, and we were talking similar about this. But like when we played with Metallica, we thought like, what do we do next? How are you gonna top doing that? Yeah. And then we've got all these shows coming up, like playing in India and China, and playing all these places we've never played before is gonna be great. And how we're gonna top that, I don't know. But since we've been a band and starting in '94, things have always just been a slow progression of awesome.
Yeah. I think one of the things that you ever have achieved as a band is like when you hear a Lamb of God riff or a song, at once you hear that, oh, that's Lamb of God, which
right on.
Yeah, I think many bands today doesn't have that kind of vibe. I mean, like when you hear a Pantera riff, you hear it's Pantera, and
sure.
I think that you have achieved the same thing. I think that's pretty cool. And
no, thank you very much. Yeah, I agree. Well, when we started the band in '94, being a heavy metal band was not necessarily a good thing, and we just wanted to write songs that were like the metal that we loved, which was Slayer, Megadeth, Metallica.
Yeah.
And there was a band in Richmond called Breadwinner that was kind of math metal.
Yeah.
That was definitely very influential as far as these guys were writing amazingly complicated but listenable songs, and then they'd be like playing the party down the street with these amazing songs. So that was, in a lot of ways, a lot of the motivation for us to want to do that and be as good as those guys.
Yeah. I want to ask you something I think is quite funny. On the Philadelphia DVD, you have this this fight between Randy and who is it?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Yes, you do.
Yeah, a little bit. There's the infamous fist fight, right?
Yeah, the infamous fist fight
between Randy and Mark.
Yeah. Is it much of that on tour? I don't see any
No.
bruises on you, but you look okay.
Maybe I can duck quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's, you know, we've been lucky that it hasn't come to that. But, you know, we live on top of each other for a long time, and, you know, alcohol doesn't necessarily lead to the best choices.
No. I think that it must be hard, of course, to get the machinery to work, but when you're on tour together and pretty much live together.
Yeah. I mean, it's, we've been practicing it for a little while.
Yeah.
And we've, you know, it has its ups and its downs, as you've seen on our DVDs.
Yeah. Which are great, by the way.
Thank you. That's Doug Spangenberg. Is a huge part of why those are great.
Yeah.
With Space Monkey Studios.
Yeah, and the production around, and everything.
And the camera. He was the guy who was running around filming stuff.
Yeah.
He's working with Every Time I Die now, I think.
Yeah.
Doing
pretty much the same.
Well, I wouldn't say the same. It's similarly great stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, he must have pretty much lived with you for
absolutely. Yeah.
Half a year, maybe. Yeah.
Well, he would come out for a few weeks at a time and go back and come out, depending on looking at the schedule. Yeah, he made a lot of sacrifices like we did. He basically was living with us. It was great.
Yeah.
It's an awesome dude.
Bruises, maybe.
No, he can roll with the punches very well. He's
right.
great, and he's got a lot going on.
Yeah. Yeah. You have some wisdom that you want to share, maybe.
Don't let this monument to laziness fool you into thinking that I'm wise.
No.
This is just laziness. Yeah, I have no wisdom to share, man. Everybody have a good time tonight here in Gothenburg. You have a fine city. Let's have a great show, and we'll be back again soon.
Yeah. I know they will, because it's Lamb of God. Yeah.
And that's our job.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and good luck with this and the rest of the tour.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.